And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever. And we are having a supply issue on our oil. So I think I'm going to double up. We have the lines already set, so I think I'm going to double up the frequency on this line here, South Crude. So if we go down to South Crude, you can see a 41 second. Now we're pretty much loading a train every time we come through there. So the only way to really beef up that track is to use our secondary track. So we're going to use HH tank, set to crude 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to have 3 of those and set these on South Crude. So that doubles that up, and you can see the line frequency now 20 seconds, which will push more crude more consistently in here, because we are having a situation where we're not able to have enough raw materials to produce not only the oil that we need, but also the fuel that we need. And that's the important one, is the fuel that we just added there. We need more throughput. So there's 8.9 million. A nice good amount going in, but it goes through it really fast. You can see it just churns through that stuff really fast. So doubling these up will now add a second line, and hopefully also increase the amount that this is sending over, because it recognizes that yes indeed we do have more on the way. So what is the demand? See, yeah, 4,700 demand for that. Quite substantial amount of demand. So there's 220 there, 70 there, just shy of 300 that we're pushing in. Now hopefully they actually start making what we need here. As you can see, now it's starting to produce some fuel. That's good. Get up here and you can see a little bit of the fuel up in here. Not perfect, but you know, it'll do. All right, the next stop is goods, and goods we can either look at tools and machines. Oh, that is beautiful, a beautiful sight. Yeah, we are still so shy on steel, it's crazy, but we are loading up quite a lot in here. You can see just peppering this area with tools and machines, which is good. I might even have to expand. Looks like it might be running out of space for the hub. See, this thing is loading, and the loading speed for tools and machines is pretty abysmal. So yeah, hopefully getting a little bit more throughput on that. Slowly using all the capacity that we can muster. And steel right now, yeah, really high production of steel. So we're at 4,000 on steel. Still a far cry. It's only a third of the maximum production it can get to. Oh yeah, big oil or big fuel drop off. That's good. Look at the people waiting in this terminal here. Holy cow. It might be time to upgrade our flirts, because we have unlocked the last level of flirt, which is a super duper awesome. I love that design. 625 passengers, 932 mile an hour top speed, insane horsepower, and all that goes along with that. So not that we'll hit that top speed, but it's there. It's there for us to use, especially on these longer runs, like these arcs between the two cities. That will help a lot. So with With goods, we have the choice of either plastic or steel. Now, I'm more inclined to use steel. Just because we have the sort of the system here to try to max out that steel production. And I really do. I want to get as much steel as humanly possible. Look at the steel that this thing is going to pick up. Wow. Nice amount of steel. And this factory really responds to that glorious 160 steel there. Because plastic, you know, we're gonna be fighting. If we use plastic, we're gonna be fighting for oil. And I really want to use this oil for fuel as well. So we're already stretching that process a little thin. And this thing needs to upgrade at least one more time. And this is demand, yeah, 6,400. So we are demanding the maximum amount of oil here. So maybe this will upgrade one more time. The production is going to have to go up a little bit. But if that upgrades to 128, then we're going to be able to push a lot of oil, because every upgrade allows the factory to then output much faster. So if we use steel, we're going to need wooden planks. And then I'm going to feed all of that stuff into food. So all of the goods are going to go into food, and then we'll use the food distribution to run around goods. So if we use steel, how are we going to be able to get across here? We're already doing some underground stuff here and here. Although I could do a bridge like over all of this and loop it right into here. I could do that. So I kind of want steel to be in line with this, so we can use a couple lines off of there for our steel use. And then the goods output, because I can do lumber on this side. That's not a big issue. I can do it over here and then tunnel underneath this short distance. Not a problem with that. So let's start goods. And coal, machine, chemical, construction, query, goods factory right here. Okay. So we're going to separate these out. Actually, that's a good angle right there. Or do I want to go straight across? I want to kind of move this up a little bit. Let's do this. Because the steel is going to come up from here. So I want to give a little bit of, right, kind of in the center of this, to give myself a little leeway this way and that way. So let's do what we usually do, stretch these out, give ourselves a little bit of open area to work with. So as you can see, the goods factory is either plastic and planks or planks and steel. So we have the option of what we want to feed, and I'm thinking we want to feed it steel, because that'll really boost up steel production, really bump this thing up. And then planks we can take care of over here, which shouldn't be too hard. Planks are relatively easy. Lumber to planks, not too bad. And then the goods coming out, I'm going to route up and push right into here. So let's then build a 244 high speed. Flip this around. I'm going to point this one straight down. This covers the whole enchilada here, so we're going to cover all of that. And we're going to route goods up into here, and then these trains are then going to move material, both goods and food, down into the commercial sectors that we're already servicing. Okay, so let's then get... We're going to need a sawmill. Sawmill right here. Let's put this one sort of in the middle of all of this stuff here. I'm going to put this one up a little bit. Okay, and now we need a forest. Forest, right there. Now, this is the tricky part, where I could put the forest down here. That would work. Forest down here, route everything north. Give ourselves a little bit of space off of that. I want enough distance in between these two where we can run at least 2 trains. Okay, so let's stretch this out. And then this one as well. And this way. It does a nice straight line coming off this way, but when you come off this way, it really doesn't like to do a straight line. Okay, so there's the plank system. Look at all the tools and machines. That is just a beautiful sight. I'm loving that. It just loads them so slow. As you can see, details. Livestock, 120x. Tools, 60x. Machines, 80x. I don't know why this insists on doing stuff so slowly, but hey, you know. It is what it is. I think it's determines... I think what determines that is how many cars there are. Because these used to be 20x. Tools and machines used to be 20x. But now that there are more cars for tools and machines, it's actually loading them faster. So maybe once those upgrade to another point, see 150, 200, 60, 80. Oh, it didn't change. Okay. I was hoping it would change. And we could test that out, but apparently not. Okay, so we have... I'm going to have a 4-track going this way. And this one is going to be our supply. We want enough space in there we'll be able to bridge up. I'm hoping that's going to be enough space. Okay, and then we want planks to come in on the other side. I'm going to set this one up. No, I really can't. I'm going to set this one down here. So this is where our planks come in. And then the steel is going to come in from over here. So let's tilt that around, get a good beeline right into steel here. And this is a lot of dead ends, but can't really help that very much. So that still hits, so let's do it. Not second guess ourselves here. All right, going up to lumber here. This is going to be a very busy route. So let's turn them around and try to point that right over there. And then I want a sideways one for this side, so we can load planks or load lumber, and then I can have, you know, spurs coming off of here for my depots. And then the plank to goods, I would love to do another side loader, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to get away with it. And then let's dial that down a little bit more. Put them right in. Right in here. Should be able to be a pretty straight shot all the way through. Okay, that is the general gist of it here. Now I just need to run a bunch of track, and you know, I will run a bunch of that track off camera, but let's at least get one line working to each one of these. So I would like this line to come across, and then this one to come in like this. Okay, let's try to match those up as well as we can. Now I want to bridge over or under this track. Now, can I bridge under it? I could. I have to go down quite a ways. Or I could bridge it up like that. I'm leaning more towards bridging than tunneling. So there's one line there. This setup is pretty straightforward. It's basically just point to point, like so. And let's see, the steel, this is going to be a little trickier because we need to come out and try give ourselves a little bit of space there. Not sure if that points precisely where I need it to go, but we'll take this one out a little ways and then connect these up. There we go. A little bit of a curve there, but that doesn't hurt anybody. Okay, we've got a collision. Okay, we're gonna need to go up higher. That's pretty tall, but it's graceful enough where it shouldn't be too unhappy with that. Now the tough part, and I'll double all these up. I'll get all these cleaned up and signaled in between episodes. So now we need to deliver the goods across up to here. So let's first bring this one down, and we're going to want to curve it gently, just ever so gently. And then this one, we're going to want a curve going in like that, but we want to leave enough space for a, you know, one of these ramps like this. It's going to be kind of hard, so let's dial this back a little bit more. I think that's enough space to double it up. So we're going to go up. We're going to bridge up with this. So that should be plenty of space to load it. Yeah, that's plenty of space, so that's fine. Okay, so now we want to connect this one up with this leader up here. Okay, so let's connect it. Yes, we get a collision warning because we're crossing quite a lot of things here. We've got lots of tunnels, so we're going to go up with this one as well. And make sure the speed is right. Make sure we're over, just barely over that. And I actually that might be a tough sell to get that to double up. So I'm going to build it and then try to double it up and see if we run into problems. Yeah, see, we run into problems. I'm going to take those out and then try that again. We should be able to load it up. Okay. And now let's try to build that road somewhere. Oh, let's go right right across here. No, see, we don't. That works right there. That works. That way. That way. That works. That works beautifully. Okay, so double this up all the way to the end. And this is why I do this kind of stuff off camera at this stage of the game. Oh, we actually go right over that depot. That's kind of cool. Not interfering with that depot at all. It's kind of neat. I didn't know you could build over structures like that. So all the way through should give us the ability to then branch this off very gracefully and then double it up the rest of the way. Wow, that's a long track. So I'll do signals and I'll do the rest of these tracks for this system in between episodes. All right, well, that'll do it for this one. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.